Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager, the Underdog Challenge. And today we run the third race of the 7th season in the World Motorsport Championship, and we go to China. The Beijing Grand Prix is on the docket, and as you can see, top speed, acceleration, and deceleration will all be crucial. So at least top speed should be pretty good for us. The other two, brakes are just spec parted, so that's just a level playing field. And for the gearbox, we're just average. But that is okay. So practice and race weekend both seem to be rainy, and it will be 42 laps, so a rather long race. So definitely not a one stop, maybe two, perhaps three, depends on how we do. Yeah, last episode we did really well. We found out first of all that our engine now is third best if we were to actually fit our newest parts, which is a huge step up. Yeah, we are actually reaching the traditional 3, let's say, in that regard, so that is very nice. And then, yeah, second of all, we got a race win. So right now we are actually first in the overall season. Now that's not something I'm sure we can prolongate at all, but well, if we employ good strategies, hopefully we can get some more wins along the way. As you can see, that brings Tulipano to third in the driver championship, so that is also rather nice. But let's see what we can do in the upcoming races. First of all, an interview. Surokov's agents has been telling reporters all over town that you're interested in signing as client up next season. Is this true? Let's butter him up. Why not, right? He's really good, as you can see, but his marketability is just bad. And that is even with having some traits that help, at least a nice guy trait, I think. No, oh, the racing truck champion, yeah. Yeah, this is just too bad for us to even consider getting him, to be honest. I mean, we could go all in a season where we just get like really good drivers, even if they don't have good marketability, but we want to run this team financially sensible, and we have done so for the past 6 seasons, so why swap it out now, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Car repair complete. Perfect. That means we can start working on some parts again. And yeah, we're still building an engine that will not be done before the Beijing Grand Prix, so nothing much to be done there. Like I said, we're probably not using this engine. We'll just work on all the other parts, make sure that their reliability is high enough that we can actually start to use the new mechanic this season. I forgot its name for some reason. Let's have a look. Weight stripping, that's what it's called. Don't know why I forgot that, but yeah. The higher your reliability, the more you can weight strip, which is very worth it. That's also why we're not doing anything on the spec parts, because you can't weight strip those. This engine is already fine. I don't particularly care about improving this engine either, just because we won't be using it for much longer, so let's keep it at this for now. I'm fine with this. Until the next race, we won't be done anyway. So there isn't much to do, actually, during the off week. Alright, upcoming race report. 40% chance of rain, so not huge, but definitely something we should keep an eye on. Laps are not too long, with 1 minute and 5 seconds. Softs and mediums are going to be the name of the game. Tire heating. Yeah. We have one of the best cars on the grids when it comes to... Okay, so that is nice. Yeah, we have 4 stars, so that should get us in the top 3 or 4. It makes a huge difference in qualifying or any time we put on some fresh tires, so let's make sure we keep this awesome tire heating in next year's car. Yeah, thanks, Boris. We're not sure if you're going to be there next season, but the tire heating should be, for sure. Alright, yeah, right now we're not too good in terms of sponsors. That makes sense. Hopefully we can actually get some good ones next time. I mean, we can try and go again for first, but I just don't see the point, honestly. Last race was definitely more on strategy than on basically having a good car and good drivers. So yeah, I'm still fine with just going for the 600,000. So yeah, we're just gonna let it go out, and hopefully we get a big upfront payment next time. You had a house fire. Ouch. Everything I owned was in that house, said Vovsky. I feel like I've lost a part of myself. Oh, buddy. That's horrible. An electrical fault in the driver's high-tech music system. Alright. Never do that again. That is -1 to everything, so that sucked. That might actually cost us in the next race, because his smoothness might now be just low enough where he's in the middle bracket instead of the top bracket, so that would suck. But it is what it is. Nothing much we can do. Let's have a look at our parts. Engines are where they need to be, and we can probably weight strip all of these a little. So that should hopefully help us in getting where we need to go, which is the podium. But yeah, let's not count too much on that. Practice rain, qualifying clear, race heavy rain. I would rather have heavy rain during qualifying, but okay. Since it might rain, do we do a soft compound run, or do we do some mediums to try and do a one stop or something? I'm not sure, actually. We'll have to see. I think anyway it won't matter too much during practice, because either it'll rain and then we'll just have to practice on the wet tires anyway, or it won't, and since the short track layout, we'll probably be able to get everything we want to tier 3. First of all, performance gain, let's put everything to about 80%, which should be perfect for not braking. There you go. Yep. And there. Alright, so that is 135 points and 90 points. So that is pretty good in improving our performance. We should probably have a setup for this, right? Beijing. There you go. That's rather recent. I don't think there's another one. I have way too many of these by now. Oh, that is also one. Okay, well, I don't know which one to take, so I'm just going to take that one. 12 to 14 for Farah and 8 to 10. We'll just start on the softs. For you, it'll be... There you go, take those again. For you, it'll be 11 to 13 and 15 to 17. Alright, so if we want to do a... We're going to have to do a 3-stop if we're doing soft. It's somewhat warm, not incredibly. It looks like it's going to rain near the end of the session, so... We can do a 3-stop on softs, or we can try and do a 2-stop on mediums. Or we could do soft, medium. That should probably work, right? So that's 12, that's 24, plus 16. We would be short by a few laps. We'd need 2 more laps almost, so either from the mediums or from the softs, we'd need to be able to make it all the way till the end. I think regardless, we're going to go for the soft setup, and during the race, if it starts raining, then obviously the entire strategy anyway goes out the window. We'll try and aim for 2-stop, I think, as I would prefer that, but if not possible, then we'll have to adapt, and hopefully we'll do that better than the AI. I must say now having the upgraded weather forecasting system is a huge help, as yeah, you can see so far now, which is great. Did cost us a pretty penny, but we have the money and we're not investing it in something like the not a little quicker. We're not investing it anyway in something like the car factory or anything else, so oh, why not, right? You are at 92%. I think I'm happy enough with that. Do you like smidge that way, see if that matters in any way. Yeah, so if we have the money anyway and we're not spending it, then we might as well just use it on something else. And in this case, that actually is a huge boost. So it looks like Inter's near the end of the session. Definitely want to get as much practice out of this then as we can. 92%. Let's do the same for you. We'll just change the speed balance slightly. Put it there, see if that helps. And otherwise, we know that we need to go the other way. Either way, we don't need to bring them in for a while. Let's just let them run. And then we'll see what we can get to. At least tier 3 before the halfway mark, I assume. Probably mediums, we're not going to be able to get that high up, but that's okay. Okay, almost tier 3. Hopefully just before they... Oh, stop. I managed to stop it. I should have just used the hotkey space, but I misclicked, so I guess we're doing an extra lap for no reason. Fair enough. Tulipano actually setting some pretty good times, by the way. That is 0.2 only. There you go. Okay, so we did go worse. Fair enough. 86%. Alright, so we need to go other way. Something like this, I assume. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, we're just gonna send you out on qualifying 3 laps. And just do the mediums for now. We can still bring them in for inters, but I don't think we'll be taking those bonuses anyway, so let's not worry too much. You are now excellent, excellent, excellent. So let's save that setup. Beijing, 99%. There you go. And we'll do qualifying and 3 laps and mediums. There you go. Send them out. Tier 1 definitely. Tier 2 maybe not, but we'll have to see. Once it starts raining, our knowledge gain is going to go down quite a bit. Anyway, we can keep the qualifying. We can definitely get the tier 3. Probably just bring them in now, to be honest. Not much point running on the mediums anymore, I'd say. So let's just do inters. Make sure we get our qualifying to tier 3, and then we're happy. Alright, you're also now on a great level. Yeah, that's 97. Perfect. 3 laps. I sent you out for only 1 lap. That sucks, but that's okay. Could have maybe done 1 more lap on the mediums, but honestly, it doesn't matter that much. I doubt we'll be taking it anyway. There you go. Keep on running. And we'll probably have to send you out again. Okay. Do for 3 laps and just keep running on the inters. That's fine. Yeah, looks good. There you go. Alright, nice. Perfect, perfect. Didn't get tier 3 on the inters, but that's okay. Again, doubt we'll use it. And looks like a dry qualifying session, which sucks. That would be good for us to have be wet, but that's okay. We'll do our usual softs and qualifying trim. And softs and qualifying trim. And there you go. We already have all the performance we can have. And there you go. Yeah. Alright. Let's see how they do. Do have to put the automatic on. And let's see the first hot lap. Hopefully we can set up some good times. Tulipano did pretty well during practice, I think. So hopefully he can be up there at the starting grid. He did overtake Volsky. 0.6 seconds. That's a big gap. Let's see how we do in relation to everyone else. He out-qualified Sharp. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's a pretty good first round. Let's immediately just send them again. I think we can do at least 2 runs, if not 3. Sorry, 3, if not 4. Probably not 4, to be honest. But we have the softs to make it work, so let's go again. And there they go. Looking pretty good. And no rain till the end of the session, so that's perfectly fine. Looks like Volsky improved, Tulipano didn't. That's okay. I'm gonna give him 1 more try. Just send them out immediately again. At worst, we'll need 4 sets of softs if we choose to go that route, so we can definitely use 1 more. The last one, I'm not sure if we're gonna use it. We'll have to decide, but let's see first where we end up by doing another lap. I don't think track row will go up too much anymore. As you can see, it always goes down near the end. It's not enough people are running the track, so it doesn't really heat up anymore. Wow, Volsky, okay, setting a very close time to Tulipano now, only 0.002 behind. And we're not going to be able to do another lap anyway, so this is what it is. We're gonna just let it run and not use up our final sets. Some people are improving near the end here, that sucks. So we fall out of the sponsor objective barely, just by 1 spot, but 8th and 9th, not too bad. As usual, Windsor, Rossini, Steinman, and Panther are the ones above us. That makes perfect sense. Hamilton's still wearing that neck brace, by the way. It's been like 3 races now since he's had that. That's a long injury right there. Alright. Beijing then. First of all, look at the weather. That looks interesting. That looks like around lap 15 to 16 you're gonna need to swap. Maybe even 17. Yeah, probably 16 to 17 you're gonna need to swap. And then it'll rain for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks times 2 is 14 laps. Probably even more, honestly, and it's definitely inters. So let's have a look, right? What can we make with you? So you can definitely last till the rain on mediums, I think. And then we'll swap to inters afterwards, which should also last till the end of the rain unless it picks up again, in which case we go inters again, I suppose, or wets or whatever happens. So that honestly looks to me like we might actually want to use the medium bonus, but we don't really have much for that, do we? Oh, sorry. Mediums is only +5, so we definitely take race trim, of course. So either we take risk taker, but that doesn't really do much for us because that's for fast pit stops, which we don't do anyway. I guess we just take the +10 on inters, because depending on how long that rain goes, we might actually do a final stint on softs, which means, yeah, we're running quite a long time on mediums, then quite a long time on inters, then a short time on soft. Yes, we would have the medium bonus for longer, but the inter bonus is larger. It's 10%. Interesting. I think we're just gonna go for inters, and then we'll be very quick during the rain, but let's see. For you, meanwhile, I think we're gonna take race trim and fuel economy, unless you can't last on those mediums. Let's have a look. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. You could barely make 16 work, but that would be very tight, though. I think it's the optimal strategy, so we're gonna just do mediums also for Vovsky. And he'll be able to burn fuel more aggressively, that's fine. He won't really be able to start on high tire wear, I think. We're gonna start Tulipano on it, but not Vovsky. And yeah, let's see how this works. Very nice to have all this extra intel now. Yeah, we can just see for a very long time what's gonna happen. Let's see then, during the race. Off we go, and as you can see, Tulipano well off the line. Vovsky also not doing too bad, but oh, the inside line there, immediately shot up the second. That is incredible. Wow, that is a huge swing for Tulipano. That is about as good a start as you can have. Vovsky, meanwhile, losing some spots now, and we're also gonna have to bring you down anyway, buddy. Very sorry about that. For you also, we can't be running red too much on the tires there, so let's do orange red. Yeah, since we're on mediums, honestly, I didn't even expect to try and fight those guys, so we're gonna just take it back now a little. I don't want to use too much tire, I don't want to use too much fuel. 16 degrees, so tires shouldn't go down too much on yellow mode, but they started off quite cold. We'll have to see. Yeah, so far we seem to be holding off, even just with medium tires, which are obviously inferior in terms of speed. We're doing quite well. Gonna get overtaken now, finally, but that doesn't matter, honestly. Everyone on the softs is gonna have to stop even before the rain once. And that's not our strategy, so yeah, we're just gonna hold it like this. And that is Zoe Sharp crashing. Wow. Went straight into the side here. Did she already stop? Yeah, there it is. Wow. That is unfortunate for her, but very good for us, as she is one of the title rivals for a podium. So, good for us. That is 0 points for Zoe Sharp, confirmed in this race. And a bit of a weird crash for her, honestly, out of character. But only a yellow flag. Apparently they can get the car off the track rather quickly, so no problems, no safety cars, no nothing. So that is perfectly fine. Tires are... oh, that is bad. Didn't think our tires would go cold that quickly, but that is going to make it harder to actually get to the end or to the rain with these. If really need be, we can go in inters for a lap, but it's not ideal, let's say. It is what it is. We're just gonna have to try and hold on, make sure they last. There you go. At some point we are gonna have to bring down the fuel as well a little. Let's do something like this now, and yeah, once the tires start cooling down too much, we'll bring it back to orange again. We've done 6 laps. We're about 40% down on our tires. Yeah, this heat is, or well, the cold basically is killing us. 16 degrees. I thought with our good tire insulation we would be fine in keeping them warm for long enough, but that isn't really proving the case right now. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make it still. That is the strategy we chose, so it's not like we have many choices anymore at the moment. Looks like people are going on mediums, which is a strange choice to me, but let's see. Yeah, we're already rather down on our tires, to be honest. We can last till 5%, so that's good at least before we hit our cliff, and we're definitely gonna need to if we're gonna make any of this work. Yeah, these tires are going down too quickly. Oh, we're gonna need to do more than this if we're gonna make it. Oh, it's unfortunate, but not like we have much choice. I think we're just gonna leave it on yellow now, even with the cold. I'd rather not go on aggressive, to be honest. I can probably do 2 more laps on each, I assume. 1 more probably only for Volksky. Wonder what the AI here does. I'm gonna go to soft. Another set of mediums? My man, it's gonna rain in like 3 laps. What are you doing? Yeah, Volksky is gonna have to pit. Lupano doesn't have to, but Volksky isn't gonna have a choice. So yeah, we're gonna just have to bite the bullet, I think. This sucks. So yeah, just go for soft and run through them as quickly as you can, I guess. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You might even hit your cliff, actually. That is very unfortunate. Oh well. Let's do something like this. Just bring you back now. Last few laps, we're definitely gonna start to hit our cliff on the last corner here, so we have to come in. We don't have a choice. Question now is, do we do another set of soft, or do we start on the inters? I think we just go inters, honestly. And we'll just have to bite the bullet on those few laps. It is what it is. Yeah. I think that's at least 2 laps on inters when it won't be raining yet, so that is gonna cost us a lot of time, but yeah, not like we had much choice there, to be honest. Yeah, we're very slow now, but it is starting to rain. Gonna keep Volksky out for probably 1 or 2 more laps. We should start getting somewhat quicker again in 1 lap or so. But let's see. Honestly, the water level probably allows for 1 more lap for Volksky. Just go on those soft, use the speed he has. Yeah, now is the inter time, that's perfectly fine. And let's get Volksky into the pits. There you go. Get you on some fresh inters, and in you go. And yeah, not ideal, but I think we made the right choice there with Tulipano. It was a little bit suboptimal. I didn't think the cold would have that much impact, to be honest. But it did. And as you can see, yeah, Volksky didn't come out too cleanly out of that, but a lot of people ahead of us are still going to need to pit. So he is sort of in first of the inter runners. Question is when he comes out of the pit, of course. Looks like Schmidt is now pitted, but we go past him comfortably. Lipponen went in the pits, but we went past them quite comfortably. We did, of course, use more of our inters. That is a given. We've already used about 1/3 of them. And We are going to need to heat them up again. That sucked. If need be, honestly, we can run on a second set of inters for quite a while before we go to softs, but let's see how far we can make these last. We're just going to keep them on yellow for as long as possible and then heat them up. For now, at least, we are in first place, but yeah, like I said, we might not be able to make it till the end of this rain, which means another set of inters, which means a third stop anyway against the plan. I would suck, but at least Wolfsky definitely can just do a 2-stop, I think. Or a 3-stop anyway for him, because he already pitted once as well. Fair enough. Oh, that is a crash, but again, no safety car. Okay. Our former rival, Flores, I don't think she's a rival much anymore at the moment, but she used to be for sure. Get some fuel saving going on. 18 laps remaining. Yeah, that's way too much. I mean, we can run these inters to like 0%, but that's still not enough, honestly. 12 seconds. Schmidt is behind it. That's basically the entire main straight here. But he is gaining probably, as we are on rather old tires at the moment. Which begs the question, should we just... Yeah, I think we just go anyway. Which means we could just come in now for some fresh inters, run them ragged, and then go for softs way at the end for like 6 laps. Because going to slicks is definitely like necessary anyway, so I think let's just ensure we're not in this lowest bracket of performance. Oh, that's a costly mistake. 2.8 seconds, that sucked. But we can run these tires to the brim basically, which would be really good for us. We come out in 4th and we're gonna body block our own driver. That sucks. 2.5 seconds is costly, definitely, but well, we can at least really use up these tires. That should hopefully speed us up rather quickly. Alright, well, that's a plus 16 second pace because we didn't do a pit, of course, this lap. 8 seconds behind Schmidt. Yeah, they can definitely just go to slicks near the end, so we did lose the advantage in terms of doing 1 stop less. But it makes sense, right? I mean, we couldn't last till the end of the rain anyway, so going for slicks there is just suicide that early. So let's just rush through these tires as much as we can. And that's perfectly fine too. As you can see, we're actually attacking Lipponen, who is now on old tires, so we've slunk the gap a bit, which is very good. But I think we only have like 3 more laps of a wet track in us, to be honest. Yeah, looks like some people are already going. Maybe we just go to the mediums at the end here, to be honest. We'd probably stay out for 1 more lap at least. Still just enough water. We have 11 laps remaining, so that's 10 by the time we come in. I think we do a double stack. Definitely time for slicks now, I'd say. AI is actually staying out except for Schmidt. That's interesting. So since we can do 12, I think we just do this. Yeah, we can last 11. We have 10 remaining basically as soon as someone comes across the finish. For Tulipano, same thing. Yeah, we even have more, so perfectly fine. We should be able to last on these tires. Hopefully we don't have another mistake. That would suck. There you go. And a good double stack. That is nice. We do need to start getting some fuel back at least. It will be important. For you, doesn't matter too much, but definitely for Tulipano we need to. Alright, so we are finally on the soft. People around us are on mediums. And still some runners on the intermediates. Oh, Hamilton crashed. Wow. That's the 3rd crash already, and again a rival. So that puts us up another spot. No safety car, which is really good for us because that doesn't give any free pit stops to Surikov or Becker, who are just ahead of us. So that means we should be way ahead once they pit. I believe they're staying in, to be honest. We should be a lot quicker than them. Yeah. Just keep going like this for now. This is okay. Yeah, we did go past him because he's just that slow. Mid looks a bit too far out of reach, and he's on medium, so yes, he's a bit slower, but he will also have better performance on those tires. Lipponen can definitely get ahead of us, probably, but Well, not something we control too much. We'll give a little bit of higher usage, but let's fight at least for a podium here. I must say both our drivers are doing really well. Yes, there have been some crashes, but if we can hold out here. Wow. Gonzalez retired. That is horrible for Orange team. I think they're Andort. Yeah. They got a crash and a retirement. That is unfortunate. Alright, 7 laps remaining. Let's not tempt fate too much. Let's just keep it on yellow again for now. I know we're trying to fight off Lipponen here, but we have to run our own race. We can't be fighting too much here, to be honest. So we're gonna have to make do with what we have. We do have some speed thanks to the softs here, but I don't want to run out of tires too early. We have 66% now. Maybe we can use a little bit more tire. Just a tiny smidge maybe. Let's make sure we get some fuel back at the end of the race. 5 laps remaining. Very good. Then we can definitely do a bit of orange running, I'd say. And we are actually bridging a little bit of a gap to Lipponen. Schmidt obviously is just way ahead. I don't think we're catching him at all. But not too bad here. 4 laps remaining. That is with 47%. Your engine is starting to sound unhealthy. That should be fine for another 4 laps. Pretty soon. Yeah, perfect. And we can definitely just keep running like this, I think. And we're already 3 seconds ahead of Lipponen. He's definitely going to try and do an attack. Yeah, he's doing it right now, but... well, honestly, not too bad. We are going to hit our lowest bandwidth on the soft soon, so that's probably when he can really start to gain on us. But that's also hopefully when we finally have a bit of excess fuel again. So let's see. Wolfsky is a bit of no man's land. He's far behind Lipponen, but far ahead of Becker, so I don't really see him losing anything. That should be fine. 1 lap left soon, so just running on orange for Tulipano and probably just the yellow for Wolfsky should be fine here. We can definitely go higher engine mode again. Use that up a little. Alright, final lap. That's perfect, and I don't think Lipponen is getting to us anymore. I think he used up too much of his tires. Schmidt we're definitely not catching unless he basically breaks down right now. But yeah, this is looking very, very fine. I don't think Wolfsky should hit his... he should barely make it, or just hit the... he'll probably hit the cliff right now, that's okay. Alright, so that is a podium, 2nd and 4th. That's definitely not to be underestimated. Very good job there also by Boris. But Tulipano, of course, the star here. Strategy didn't work out. I feel like if it was a little bit warmer, we could have made the tires last till when we wanted. And then we would have been able to just do a 2-stop. But that wasn't meant to be, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, we still got a very good result here. Definitely happy with that, especially since a lot of our rivals didn't finish in the points at all, thanks to crashes. So, yeah, that could basically not be a better race for us, almost. Alright. That is 18 and 12 points. We should probably be the big winners of the weekend, because both the Rossini and Steinmann have had a did not finish. Very good. Let's see. Yeah, that brings Avio up to 2nd. Boris stays in 6th. And that actually extends our lead for the championship by another 16 points. Like I said, I'm not sure if we can keep that up for the entire season, but it's definitely very cool to see, at least. And a bit unexpected as well. I didn't think we'd be fighting so consistently for high spots so early into the World Motorsport Championship. It's only the 2nd season, but yeah, we're overperforming right now, and I like it. Yeah. A little bit of luck, of course, today involved, thanks to some crashes and whatnot, but well, we still have more parts coming on the way, right? So it would be very nice if we can upgrade our car soon, and yeah, go even harder at the competition. All right, I think that is enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. A nice result and some nice progress made towards having a good season finish. We are in 1st, at least for now, with a 17-point gap, but that, or 16-point gap. That gap can always slink, of course, but for now, let's be very, very happy with the results so far. Both our drivers doing great. Yeah, for now, I think that is more than enough. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I sure did. And I'll see you in the next one.